Guys, I'm so glad we're back in Kat Europe.
Oh my god, it's so good.
It's like the most mortifying moment of my life.
And you will see us jinx this in real time.
Yeah.
Let me...
Graceful way to put that on.
I can't remember how we did this in Dubai anymore.
No, I don't remember either.
I don't remember how...
I think just tuck it under your chin.
I feel like I did it long one side and then you like flick it like that, right?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Nice. Hello from Turkey. Honestly, we've had a rough morning.
We have. We won't go into it. It's not important.
Transport problems, but we're putting that aside. We're trying to forget about it and we're enjoying the day. So we have just come to the Blue Mosque.
Correct.
There's a lot of mosques in the same area, and they actually give you scarves as you walk in, and it's free. So we're
Free for the scarf and free to visit.
Yes. So we're just going to wander around and we'll show you what we get up to. Alright, we had to take our shoes off. So the whole place does smell like feet.
A little bit.
But it is beautiful. Chrissy's done some shots. Just like even look above us.
I know.
Like film above. It's like the most insane roof.
I know, there's lights hanging everywhere and the whole roof and like walls from like almost the bottom are painted. Also the size of this pillar behind us.
Huge.
Crazy.
There's a lot of people in here, but it is very cool.
Yeah, it's interesting because it's a functioning mosque. So there are people here to worship and then it's just a bunch of tourists around, which is kind of an odd vibe.
Yeah.
I listened to a podcast about Istanbul and they talked about this mosque. And so these minarets, there's 4 that you can see here. This one's under construction. And then there's 2 more up on this side. So it has 6 minarets in total. Basically in the podcast they were saying it's like folklore, but when this mosque was built, they built it with 6 minarets. And the only other mosque at the time that had 6 was in Mecca. And basically like the head of the Islamic like mosque, I don't know, the head of Islam basically. Said to the Sultan who built this mosque, absolutely not. You can't have 6. You're not important enough to have 6. Only Mecca can have 6. And so he built for a 7th to be built at Mecca instead of taking down one of the ones here. So now I think there are a few others now, but this is one of the few mosques in the world that has 6 minarets.
Did you say what a minaret is?
Yeah, I pointed them out. It's like little tower things. No,
Yeah.
I pointed them out. But yeah, I thought that was interesting. It's like one of the most important mosques in the world.
I just like how petty he was.
Yeah,
he was
same.
just like, yes I can. What?
Yeah, they were like, you can't do this, and he was like, I'll give you one more, but like you can't take away my
man
6.
energy, isn't it?
It is. I kind of love it though.
Guys, I'm so glad we're back in Kat Europe. Oh, he's so cute. I love Kat Europe.
We've seen so many cats already.
Blessed.
Also, we know that Istanbul is also in Asia, but we're on the European side, so technically we're still in Kat Europe.
Yeah.
Until we cross the water.
And then we're in Kat Asia.
So far, something very convenient about Istanbul is the location of main attractions. So that's the Blue Mosque that we just left. And that's the Hagia Sophia that we're heading to.
And also, the bazaars are in like a 15-minute walk away.
Yeah.
So everything is very walkable, which I do like.
We're coming here twice. So we're here now, obviously. And then we are doing a few more places in Turkey. And then we're coming back here at the end.
Just for flight reasons.
Yeah. We are staying in the same kind of area next time, not the same place. But it's the Sultanahmet area, which is the like touristy area. It's where most of the things are.
Also, related to our accommodation, we have some footage from last night.
We do. We do when we got in.
So we'll flash back to that and then we'll see you at the Hagia Sophia Mosque. Hello, coming at you live from the night before the clip you just watched.
Catherine's like pre-planning when we're going to film and what we're going to say.
Yes, so this is our first night in Istanbul. We just got here. We're in our like hotel. It's definitely like, it's really like brought us back to travel, like in a very humbling way. Honestly, I think we might have budgeted a little too hard.
Maybe a little.
Let me... Is that a train?
I think it might be.
Okay, that was very odd. It wasn't an earthquake.
No, it was just like rumbling. It might have been like a truck or something going past.
Strange. Yes, let me show you how we have to eat dinner tonight because the kitchen supplies are limited. All right, dinner time.
Yeah, so there's like cutlery, there's little glasses, there's a colander, there's 2 pots, no plates, no bowls.
So
just eating straight out of the pot it is.
You know what? I've never done this before, but it's food. We haven't eaten a proper meal literally all day.
Sometimes you just do what you gotta do.
I think it's about 10 p.m. Turkey time.
Yeah, 10 past 9. I mean, 10 past 7.
But what time is it by our bodies?
10 past 7.
Perfect dinner time. All right, dinner has been had. We're now having some Turkish chocolate.
It's not really us if we don't buy that country's chocolate as soon as we arrive.
This is like very, very long ago. So you'd have to be like a long time viewer.
Hey, Mum and Dad.
But when we got to Geneva, we felt...
I knew you were going to say Geneva.
Really?
Yeah.
We felt so similar to this. Also, we had an identical night. We made pasta, I think.
We arrived late.
We had pasta, we bought chocolate immediately. And then we sat on the couch and we were just like,
The problem is, we know the problem, which is arriving at night. We don't usually feel like this when we arrive somewhere during the day.
Yeah.
But when Wizz Air flights are so cheap and they arrive at night, like obviously we're gonna go with those.
So I hope chocolate helps because we're really not we don't have the highest of vibes.
No. I don't know. I don't think this is just us. I think I've seen people talking about this online.
Yeah, it's just very overwhelming.
It is.
Especially when nothing's in English and...
You don't know how the public transport works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, see you in 1 second tomorrow. Okay, surprise morning video. We just finished off last night and I said see you tomorrow. I guess technically it is tomorrow.
Yeah.
But we're still going to put this in the flashback.
Yeah.
We got served breakfast. So we've got a plate of veggies, cheese and fruit. Tea, which we tried and I think is just like your regular...
Yeah, we're not really tea drinkers.
No, your regular flavourless leaf juice. Some kind of cherry syrup. I'm pretty sure those are cherries.
It's sweet.
Yeah. Not sure what you do with it, but I like it. Bread. And then mysterious eggs.
I think I learned about this on a podcast I listened to. I think it's eggs and tomato. Like
yeah, it
cooked
looks
together.
like it.
So interesting. We'll give it all a try. We are very picky eaters, which you may have gathered from any video that you've watched about us.
Yeah, we're so picky that in this spread of relatively regular food, we won't eat some of it.
Yeah.
But that's okay because we didn't know we were getting served breakfast, so we have backup. If you've been to Europe, you'll know how much these slap.
They're everywhere.
Just a filled croissant. I'm actually not sure where they originate.
I don't know, we got them all the time in Italy.
Yeah, I think they might be Italian. Yeah. So we've got backup those. We have some yogurt, so
yeah.
we'll fill ourselves up.
We do have breakfast because, yeah, as we said, we didn't know we were getting it. So,
but we'll try some of this too.
Between this and our breakfast, we should be full for a while. All right, we did our best at breakfast. We ate most of the fruit, some of the cheese, the bread. We tried the tea and we added sugar to see if we liked it more, but unfortunately we are just not tea girlies.
I think we're becoming tea girlies, but we're fruit tea girlies.
Yeah.
I could smash like a pomegranate tea, but that actually wasn't... I thought it was like English breakfast.
No,
I reckon it was like a
spiced. It was, which we know tea is really common in Turkey. I assume it was Turkish tea.
Yeah.
We just don't actually know what that's made of.
That's okay. We've got lots of snacks for the day, and we're
Yeah.
now going to go out. Ooh, big stretch, and see the city. And actually, we will see you then.
Yeah, you would have already seen us doing that.
Flash forward now.
Turns out we're also in dog Europe. They're also like quite big dogs for strays.
Yeah, they're not small. We're just outside Topkapi Palace.
Just for this whole video, please excuse our pronunciation.
Yes. And the Hagia Sophia is behind
that building.
Yeah, we didn't. So we Google, when you just like Google Hagia Sophia, it says tickets are free. I don't know why, because it's wrong. So it's 25 euros, and I believe Topkapi is the same. So we're just gonna, we have another day here and then another day at the end of the trip. So we're just gonna like skip them and
see how our budget's going, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. See how we're going at the end of the trip.
But yeah, for now we're just heading down to the water because we haven't actually like seen the water yet.
I don't know how far away it is though.
No.
But we might be walking for a while, but yeah.
I mean, that's usually our
strategy.
Our strategy anyway, so. But yeah, it is, so far,
I like it.
It's not what I expected. I can't really explain to you why.
Yeah.
Like what I expected or how it's different, but it's just not really like I expected Istanbul to be.
But I like it.
But yeah, it is very nice.
We're currently walking along the Bosphorus River.
Strait, we found out.
Bosphorus Strait. Asian
like
side over there. In front of us is like what's the nice area? Galata area. Lots of kids. There's the tower. Yeah, it's a really nice walk along the water, especially sort of lower. Like before we were just walking along the road, but now we're on a separate walking path.
Yeah.
And it's very nice.
We're just heading around to the bazaars.
Yep.
Which are not that close, but
they're not that far away.
They're not that far. We enjoy our walk.
We do love a walk. And yes, we're having a very nice time. And
fishing.
Everyone's fishing. I think that's why the cats are.
Probably.
And I'll just show you the bridge in front of us because it's cool.
We knew obviously that there were going to be a lot of mosques in Turkey, but there are like a lot of mosques, and a lot of them are like very impressively large. We thought it was going to be like the two big ones and then like, you know, some local ones.
Yeah, when Krissie pointed this one that's in front of us out earlier, she was like, what's that? And I was like, obviously it's the Blue Mosque because it's giant, like so big, and it looks the same, but it's not.
No.
It's just another giant mosque.
But like, let's have a look at it. Look at the size of it. It only has 2 minarets though, which, you know, should have clued us in.
It should have.
It's lunchtime. It's actually quite late for lunch.
It is.
But we kind of forgot. We just went with a Turkish thing that we have at home, so we know what it is. Pide. It looks pretty good. We're sharing a chicken one. I don't know what else is in it.
Ooh, definitely capsicum.
Oh yeah.
It's chickeny and capsicum-y. That's quite good.
Is the bread nice?
Nice and soft. Ooh, a bit spicy. Okay, pide rating.
Bit spicy. Tasty.
Bit spicy.
Bit spicy.
Tasty. The bread was good. I just wish it was crisp, but I understand that that's not quick. Quick is like pre-making food.
Yeah.
But it was pretty tasty. And we're now at the Spice Bazaar.
Which we're gonna go through. Apparently it just looks really cool. I've heard it's really good for photography, which neither of us are photographers, but
I'm excited to check it out.
we already had some little samples. Which we don't want to take too many samples because like we're not intending to buy anything. But we just tried a little barbecue spice mix, which was quite nice, and then a little tea, but it was made of dried fruits.
Yeah, just
so like
really
steeping dried fruits rather than like leaves.
Yeah.
Which was interesting.
I thought that made it way tastier.
Yeah, and then two men started yelling at each other, so we left that stall. It is a little overwhelming, but not as bad as other markets we've been to.
Yes.
Yes, I think it helps that like there are a lot of other tourists here. Clearly,
it just feels a bit less chaotic than some other places we've been.
Yeah, and like you can kind of follow the lead of other people and see what others are doing. But yeah, it's very interesting. Found, I think, the busiest area of Istanbul. There's people everywhere. This is just a road that we're walking on because there's no path. Okay, we followed signs to the Grand Bazaar and we've entered a weird little like quiet alleyway. I mean, there's a few people, but compared to the street, now we just hope that we get where we're trying to go. Found the Grand Bazaar. They're not joking when they say grand. It like
in every direction.
Never ends.
I may have missed Cat Europe, but I have not missed smoking in Europe.
Which unfortunately is also known as Europe.
Europe. It's particularly bad here, I've noticed. We've been trying to sit down on this in this like square for the past 5-10 minutes and we've had to move 3 times because the people next to us just start smoking.
I think Australians are particularly sensitive to it.
Yeah, we are.
You can't smoke in most public places in Australia.
But also we're just like we're as a country, I feel like we're very anti-smoke.
Yeah.
So it's crazy when you come over here and just everyone does it everywhere.
Yeah, when we were in the Grand Bazaar, like shopkeepers were like smoking in their stalls.
Yeah.
It's like we are inside.
Yeah.
Oh, that blue lighting.
So pretty. Good evening. We went back to our place, had a little decompress
Yeah.
because it was very overwhelming.
We always need that, like first day in a new country.
Yeah, but like especially like coming, like this is our first international trip, you know, apart from London.
And
Since
let's be honest, London and Sydney,
very similar.
pretty similar.
But like in a year or so.
Yeah.
And honestly, Istanbul is not the most like placid of places we could have chosen. So
No.
I feel like we were very overwhelmed by the end of the day.
Yeah. Ooh, sorry about the lighting.
So that was good. And now we are heading out to find some food. We aren't sure if that's in the form of groceries or a dinner yet.
As we showed you yesterday, the cooking supplies are limited
Yes.
at our accommodation. So we're going to go to the supermarket and see what we might be able to get. And failing that, Catherine's looked up a few restaurants that we can go to that aren't too expensive.
Yeah, and maybe we can get like a takeaway or something because I'd love to sit in bed and eat. But
It's true. We do have a. We show you this morning. We have a little table and like cutlery and
Yeah.
everything. So we will see.
We'll see
We'll
what
keep
we
you
can
updated.
Grocery shopping in another country where we don't understand the language is such a struggle.
It is. So far, I've found soy sauce flavored noodles, which I am leaning towards, but we need to find something gluten-free for Christmas.
Yeah, unfortunately, they have rice, but only in like 1 kilo bags. There's no like microwave rice or like smaller things of rice. So we will keep thinking.
Alright, we've made choices and we may be budgeting too hard, but also we don't have a kitchen for most of our other accommodation in Turkey. So we're sticking with our choices. We have a bunch
7
of schnitties, frozen chips, and obviously
Ketchup.
tomato sauce. And we already have our carrots from yesterday. So
You know what? It's cheap, I think.
Look, it'll be cheaper than eating out
Yeah, it
twice.
would.
And then we have another 2 weeks to try more Turkish food.
We do. Good morning.
Hello.
We are on a ferry. We had a bit of a run, so I'm a bit tacky because we had 4 minutes to get the ferry after getting off our train, but we made it. We are on the way to the Asian side.
Yeah, we're heading to Kadikoy, which is like a suburb, I guess, on the south of the Asian side.
Yeah, because I don't know if you know, I didn't until we started researching it, but Turkey's split with European side, Asian side. So yeah, we're heading to the Asian side. I don't know what to do there. I think just wander.
I don't know what to expect. I heard that there's interesting food, good shopping, which we don't tend to buy food or go shopping. So
Who knows?
we'll see. I heard that it's also really good, people watching, but also seeing how locals actually
Yeah,
live.
I did read that yesterday. So that'll be cool. So we will take you along. The ferry you can just catch with the normal I'm holding it, it's in my bag, but the normal Istanbul card, it's the same card for everything, which is amazing. And do you know how much this cost? 35, which is
I think.
not a lot. I think it's several.
$1.
God, that's cheap. And yeah, I don't believe this ride is very long. So let's go to the Asian side.
And just like that, we are in Asia.
We're in Asia. The ferry was very quick. It was about 20 minutes.
Yeah, it was also very smooth. I'm a motion sickness girly, and so I was a little worried, but it is
Very
flat.
Very nice.
I assume that is not always like that, but the weather today is pretty calm. So that was nice. And,
Yeah, we're just going to see what there is to do.
yeah, now we just walk.
We're just wandering around and we came by this, I actually saw someone eating these and I was like, oh, they look nice, fun. And then we saw this cart and we were like, oh, that's where they're selling them, let's see what they are. They look like lookamadas, which makes sense.
They're called lokma.
Yeah.
So let's see how they are.
Oh. That's a lookamadas. Oh my god, it's so good.
Can we try?
They're so
Smells good.
crispy. Oh yeah.
Interestingly, lookamadas, at least the ones we've had, are coated in honey. That's not honey.
I
think-
think honey.
It doesn't taste like honey. It tastes like just a sugar syrup.
You know what, you're right, it doesn't have the kick of honey.
Yeah. Interesting. So it's just slightly different, but it's tasty.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Something that we've noticed in Istanbul is the abundance of street food. There's those lokma, which this is a separate lokma stand.
Although to be fair, that's the first time we've seen them.
True. But we've also seen chestnut stands absolutely everywhere, roasted chestnuts. And then something that I had heard about before called simit, which is like a sesame bagel kind of thing. It's like a bread in a round.
Yeah,
they are everywhere.
You forgot the other one that's everywhere. Corn.
Oh, corn. Yes, roasted corn.
Everywhere.
Or grilled corn.
Yeah.
Everywhere. And so it's we are going to get cash out and actually try these at some point,
Yeah.
but you need cash for most of them. But yeah, it's
cool.
an abundance of street food, but very specific
Yeah.
kinds.
And not dodgy looking street food like New York.
No, it all looks hygienic and good.
Yeah.
And also there's no meat involved, which is
Yeah,
where
which I do
I kind of draw the line with street food,
Yeah.
is when meat is involved. We've just decided unofficially that this is our Turkish sweets day. We
Yeah.
just bought
What's that about?
2 things. We have no idea what they are.
Yeah, so I've actually seen these around
try and
Istanbul a
unwrap
couple
one.
of days ago. We don't like Turkish delight because we don't really like rose that much. But these don't look like Turkish delight.
No.
And so that's a Biscoff flavoured something, and that's an Oreo flavoured something. And we went to the guy, we were just like, what is it? And he was just like, biscuit and hazelnut paste, chocolate and hazelnut paste. And we were just like, sure.
So we're going to try them. We don't know. Is it like a nougat kind of
I don't know.
texture? We don't really know.
So
We're going to
try.
find out.
And you know what? We're going to try on film because we always forget. All right. Would you like to try the Biscoff one?
Yeah.
And I'll try the Oreo one.
Oh.
Oh my god. Oh my god, that is
So,
so that is the chewiest thing.
it's like nougat.
That one's really good.
So is this one.
That is so chewy. I missed that meal already. I wish we could go back. I wish I could, as soon as we finished it, I wanted to order it again.
Backtrack a second. We went to a pilaf place,
Yeah.
which is just like rice and meat, basically. So we ended up going with a curry one, which was just kind of like a generic Indian curry flavor, but it was creamy.
Oh,
It was really good.
so good.
And the rice was cooked like perfectly.
Oh my god,
It was
stop
great.
talking about it, I'm sad.
And before that, before we had lunch, we were just wandering around all the shops. There's a lot of like cute boutique like art shops around.
So yeah, honestly, it's been a great time so far.
It has been. We really like this side, or this,
Yeah.
I guess, neighborhood.
Yeah, it's really nice. So honestly, I think we're almost done here. So we might just sort of wander back down to the boat, and I'll try not to buy an item of clothing, but we might go back and try it on.
Catherine did find something very cute.
All right, let's go check it out. All right, I didn't want to film in there because we were like trying stuff on, but I bought a cardigan.
I'll insert clips of her wearing it now. And now we just need to figure out how to fit it in our luggage.
Whoops. No, it should be fine. But we won't be buying more clothes. Anyway, we think we're done here, so we're gonna head back to the ferry and go back to the European side.
We got cash out, which means it's simmet time.
Oh my god, look how cute that is. We made it to the park. We got a simmet. We're ready. Okay.
Is it warm?
No, it's just a sesame bread, but I like that. I do love sesame. Good snack for like $1.
Very cheap. And they also have ones with cream cheese in them, or with like a chocolate spread, basically like Nutella, but not. It's honestly like everywhere. People like, firstly, like the number of stalls is insane, but also like so many people, tourists and locals, are just walking around eating them.
Yeah, I like them.
I just like the smell of them. It's so good.
So we are now in Güleyin Park, which is really just like, it just comes out of nowhere.
Yeah, it's behind a wall. We actually didn't. We walked past
didn't
it
notice it.
yesterday and didn't know it was here until Catherine saw a sign today.
Yeah.
But like, firstly, it's quite large, but it's like relatively peaceful.
Really peaceful. And also I just saw a sign that said you can't smoke in here. Oh.
As you know, if you've seen literally any vlog of ours, we do love a park.
Love a park. So this is very welcome. You made a friend.
Just walking back from getting some groceries, and that is the sun. You can like see it so clearly. It's hard to tell on here, but it's like a bright orange color. It's so cool, but also we're pretty sure that that's just because of all the pollution in the air. So, not ideal,
So cool,
but
though.
very pretty. Anyway, as I just said, we're heading back. So we are
Got
gonna...
our bus snacks.
Yes. We
Buses,
have
snacks.
a long old journey tomorrow. We're probably not going to vlog it because it's going to be a little stressful. But anyway, we are going to leave you here and pick back up in like 10 days.
Yeah. After we've had like a crazy adventure and we've sat on a lot of buses.
Yes.
Or a lot of long buses.
Yes. So we will see you in a couple of weeks back in Istanbul.
Oh my gosh.
Hopefully not with a garbage truck behind us. But we'll see you in a sec.
Oh my god. Hello.
And we are back from quite a different Istanbul.
Oh my gosh. When we left the last time, I was like, oh, I hope we're not just like embarrassingly wearing the same stuff and it kind of looks like the same clip. Nope.
It is. Well, I think when I checked the weather this morning, it was 2, feels like -7 Celsius. I don't know if you can really see it in the background. I do have some
No,
clips.
it's impossible to see at the moment, but
It's
is
snowing.
It's a very wet snow, so I don't think it's going to stay. And it's like
No.
hitting the ground and turning into water.
Yeah, it was raining last night and this morning, so the ground was already wet.
It's crazy.
But it's like 100% snow. Like this isn't one of those like, oh, it's kind of snowing. Like it is.
It's snowing.
It's snowing.
Also, interestingly, so you will watch our videos that we just filmed and you will see us jinx this in real time.
Yep. Sorry, Turkey. This was our fault.
Yep.
This cold snap.
We were having lovely weather. Like, there was one place when we were in t-shirts, I was like, oh my god, this is winter.
And we were like,
I can't remember if we said it in the video, but we said it in real life. We were just like, this is amazing, we're having such good weather. Literally the next day, a cold snap hit the country and it's been freezing ever since.
Whoops.
So, we've had a great time in the rest of Turkey. 30 plus hours on buses.
Oh, at least.
Yep. 3 different cities, 2 fun day trips. So you got lots of fun coming up.
Yeah.
And yeah, today's our last day in the snow.
I know, crazy. We really did get to see the
All
the
of it.
range of what Istanbul can
Truly. But yeah, let's go have our last day.
do. Alright, we're on the tram. We're heading to like a different part of Istanbul.
That's not true.
Well,
We're heading to where we caught the ferry
true.
from.
And then we're gonna walk
To a different
part of Istanbul. But I don't know if we've really talked about the public transport here yet, but you get one of these Istanbul cards and you can like load money onto it. But the transport's pretty efficient. It's like on time. It's pretty good.
It is pretty good.
Our plan for today is we're heading up through the, like, I don't know if the area is called Galata, but where the Galata Tower is. So we're going to explore that area. We have a few errands. We need to get a postcard.
Yeah.
We need to have P-Day for lunch because the only time we have it was like a fast food kind of reheated P-Day and we want like fresh, crispy P-Day.
I know.
What's our other errand?
We need to just use our cash.
Yeah, we need to use our cash. I also, on our day in Kadikoy, which for you was yesterday, and for us was like almost 2 weeks ago, we got that Turkish delight roll. And we've tried it at a couple of places since, just like little samples of it, and it is so good. And we're considering, if we find a good place, getting some to take back to London with us.
I'm not sure how it will fare on a plane.
Yeah, we don't know how it would fit in our luggage.
But maybe we'll just get some more
To eat
for this
today.
afternoon.
Yeah.
We made it to the tower. Hold on, let's see. There you go. It's actually not that tall.
Yeah, we didn't realise it was at the top of quite a hill that we just had to walk up.
Yes, it was quite a hill. We're gonna go over and see how much it costs, but I do think it's gonna be quite expensive, so we might not do it.
Yeah.
But it's cool to see, and we're gonna take some nice photos.
Yeah, we've seen a couple of photos from, we don't know which street, but our street that comes off this like area, the square that it's in, has a really cool view down.
Yeah.
So honestly, we're probably just gonna like bicycle wheel spoke our way in and out till we find a good spot.
Yeah.
Is 30 euros each in our budget for a tower?
Like, yes, it's in the budget, but for one tower, absolutely not.
We found
We made it.
the cute street. It's very overexposed, but
Look at it though.
it's like perfectly framed, and all the buildings along here, you can see they're all like painted.
So cute.
This area so far definitely feels more European than the Sultanahmet area. Yeah.
Definitely.
This is the most Europe feeling part of Turkey so far,
Yeah,
I think.
I agree. It's quite nice. We just found a very cute postcard, so we're very happy with that.
We did. I'll insert a picture of it here. It's adorable.
I love it. And we're back in front of the tower. And we think we're just going to walk like down we really trust Google Maps, and you know how it has like the yellow section, which is supposedly this,
Like the retail
yeah, like
kind of
the
section.
tourist area, until we get hungry, and then we're going to look for some pide, and then maybe walk along the water. I don't
Yeah.
know.
We also just looked, so on here there's a plaque, I couldn't think of the word, that says 1453, and we were like, wow, that's quite old for that tower. And then I just looked it up, and it was actually completed in 1348. The plaque must have been added later for a reason. It's in Turkish, we'll never know. But yeah, it's a 677-year-old tower.
That's all.
It's very pretty.
All right, to the yellow we go. Down the yellow.
No. Follow and no. I think we've said in a clip previously that Istanbul really does feel like a meld of Europe and Asia. We found the bit that just doesn't feel like Asia at all.
This is like walking down the main street of like any European, like
Yeah.
any northern European city.
Yeah, it reminds me of Vienna, I
Yeah, I was
think.
gonna say Vienna. I don't know, like
Oslo?
Yeah, like Germany,
Copenhagen?
Yeah,
Like,
anything like that.
it just really, like, there's no element of Asian here at all.
No, it's so
Except
wild.
for all the food is Turkish food.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
We found some fresh pide. And we got minced meat pide. So I don't know if there's some veggies in it, and Krissie got some free veggies, and by Krissie I mean we did. Krissie will eat it because I will not. But yes, I'm very excited for fresh pide.
It smells really good.
We just got one to share because
I mean,
we
they're
did not
quite
need a
large.
full burger.
How was our pide?
It was pretty good.
It was interesting. It was quite different from Australian
Yeah,
pide that
super
we've
different.
had.
But also maybe we just don't get like
Traditional
like
pide,
minced
yeah.
meat pide. Like I don't know, maybe
Yeah.
the flavors we get are quite Western.
And then we bought some Turkish delight rolls, which we
Krissie
will.
is thrilled.
They're tucked away safely in my bag. We will show you later. And now we're just gonna like wander down to the water and walk along there.
I think we have to go that way.
I think we do as well. Alright, we've got our Turkish delight, which is also called lokan.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh my gosh, it's so sticky.
we obviously already tried some earlier in this video, but we got a few different flavors this time. Catherine's just laying them all out on a plate.
Alrighty.
Let me show you. All right, so what have we got?
Pomegranate, but it also has pistachios and almonds in it. This is caramel. That looks banging. This is just chocolate and hazelnut, and that's Biscoff.
They all look so good.
They really do.
Also, Catherine bought some apple tea. How is it?
It's good. It tastes like apple cinnamon. Like, it definitely has cinnamon in it.
It smells mostly like cinnamon, actually.
It's pretty good. It's nice and warming.
So, something to be aware of when you're booking hotels in most of Turkey is your proximity to the closest mosque. Ours is across the road. This call to prayer happens 3 times a day. Dusk,
possibly more.
Dusk, dawn, and like sometime in the middle of the day. When it is 6:30 in the morning and it's that loud, it makes me want to kill a man.
Yep. Okay, we've come to a restaurant for dinner.
It's very cute.
It is
like
very
a
cute.
vibe.
It's like we're like in a
I'm
nice.
assuming this is temporary because it's boring.
Yeah, we're in a nice warm tent. This restaurant has 5 stars with like how many reviews?
1,700. I think.
Yeah, which seems suspicious to us. So we're
Yeah.
intrigued.
Surely someone out of 1,700 people would give it less than 5.
We don't know, but we're just getting like shish kebab and fries. Also, I'm here to shame myself.
Oh yeah.
I am wearing socks and thongs out tonight because my shoes are so wet from the day.
Are somehow like not only are they not waterproof, but it's like they're like the opposite of waterproof. They like absorb extra water.
It's like they've sucked it in and they're not letting it go. So I'm gonna have to hair dry them tonight. But for now, socks and thongs.
It is embarrassing walking around in that looking like that.
Good thing our hotel is like 2 minutes away.
Okay, one great thing about Turkish restaurants, I think almost everyone we have been to does this. Free bread. Complimentary bread.
Sometimes it's like a classic baguette, which isn't that exciting. But
Yeah,
this,
sometimes it's
oh
like
my god.
Okay, we ordered 1 kebab each, and I was like, I hope that's enough food.
Should be.
Yeah.
The chicken's very large.
It is. Like, look at all of this in here. Yum.
Okay, we got complimentary dessert of baklava after after Krissie initially turned it down.
This is like the most mortifying moment of my life.
Krissie turned it down because, to be fair, I was like, no, we'll turn it down because I don't know what it is and I don't want to risk it. But then he said baklava.
Wait, hang on. We also have our Turkish delight
No, we
left
do.
at the
We
hotel
have dessert
room.
back, and I was like, we should get going. Anyway, so Krissie said no, and then I looked behind her, and the woman was like standing behind her with baklava on her tray, and I was like, oh no. Anyway, I was like, I kind of want to try Turkish baklava, so I was like, we'll try one. Krissie doesn't like. I was like, she doesn't like it, but I do, so we can try one. So we got some. So I tried Turkish baklava. It's okay. Last time I had baklava was in Bosnia, which would be very similar to this.
Oh, it sounds flaky.
Same as Bosnia, it's like nowhere near as sweet as
Also,
Australian.
the call to prayer again in the background.
Australian baklava is like
Too sweet.
disgustingly sweet, but this is not, and I'm gonna get Krissie to try some.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
think she'll like it.
I didn't hate the one in Bosnia because again, it wasn't super sweet. Although I don't know whether it's Australian or like a lot of Australian baklava is Greek.
We could have just had
And
bad baklava.
I've had baklava several times in Australia, but I
Yeah.
wonder if Greek baklava is sweeter.
It's true.
All right. It's definitely not as sweet. And also
Doesn't taste like honey.
doesn't taste like honey.
Yeah, right?
Which, interestingly, earlier in this video when we tried the Turkish version of mukamades, in Greece those are made with honey, but here they're just made with a sugar syrup. This might be the same.
Aren't you glad we called him back? You're gonna be thinking about that
Yes,
at night.
because it was already an awkward moment, and then you called him back and said, "Actually, we will try some," and then it got like we should have just stuck to our guns.
No, I wanted to try some, and I'm glad we did. And now I can embarrass you.
Come on.
It's time for second dessert. This one, less embarrassing for Krissie.
Stop. Anyway, we leave tomorrow morning, so we're gonna finish this video off here.
Yeah, we don't want to end it from the airport like we normally do, or on our way to the airport or something like that. So tomorrow we actually, when we land back in the UK, we're actually starting our UK visa. The week before we were just on a tourist visa. So if you are interested in how to move to the UK, follow along, because we have to start figuring out how to be adults from tomorrow.
Yeah. And like from scratch. No address, no phone number, no bank account.
Yeah, we don't even have a phone
Nada.
number. We have nothing. So come along if you're interested in that.
That'll be in like
Several
a while,
weeks, because
you've still got the rest of Turkey to enjoy.
yes, enjoy. We do lots of fun stuff. But for now, we're going to end off this vlog. You can enjoy Gorema next week.
Yep,
Probably my favorite of the series.
I think so.
And yeah, thank you for watching. We hope you've enjoyed seeing some of Istanbul. I'm not actually sure if we said, but the place we went today, Galata, that was like our favorite area of Istanbul. Like, I
Yeah.
loved it.
Yeah, and despite the rain and it being cold, like I think today was my favorite day of Istanbul.
It was so nice.
It
So
is a really nice area.
definitely head over there. I guess that's all.
Yeah, so thanks for watching. Thanks for coming along. I hope you enjoy the rest of our Turkey videos coming up soon.
Yes, enjoy.
If you watch them. And I guess we'll see you back in London.
Oh my gosh, I'm so confused. Yes, next time we talk to the camera, we'll be back in London.
Yeah, see you then.
Bye.
Bye.